Right, I am recording. Got my nice background. What am I talking about exactly? Da, 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 da. Hi guys, and welcome to Panic and Me. I'm Dama, and I'm gonna be talking about my journey in photography. So, it started when I started to lose my eyesight because, as you can see, I wear glasses. So I was quite young, around like 8, 9, and I didn't realise this until I picked up a really small cameras that took pictures, and I was like, wow, this is so clear, better than I can see. And then started taking lots and lots of pictures, started taking selfies with this tiny little camera, and absolutely loved it, especially how clear the images were. So because I needed glasses, I didn't realise this until only later. And so that's how I started to fall in love with photography. But at school, I went on to do art. There wasn't photography in the school, so I was thinking of moving to a different school, but it was quite far out and it would have been like much more hassle because I wanted to do art and photography. So it would have been carrying like a lot of paintings and books to very far away. So stayed at the same school and did art for the whole time I was there. I loved it in A-levels. It was my safe space. As you guys may know by now that I have social anxiety, so going to a room full of people where there is a lot of students, and it was like the sixth form study area, I would not want to go there. I hated to go in there in the morning to pick up a laptop even. I just absolutely hated it. Did not like people like looking at me, knowing much about me. Like I just wanted to shut away kind of thing. And I used to get told off for staying in the art room for so long and not coming down for like an hour to do like a study session. But it's because I was able to focus in my comfortable space and my safe space. And that's why I'm so grateful that I had that art room to be able to produce the work and get all my A-level grades. And just to do art, to paint, to do my lovely paintings, my drawings, and I just absolutely loved it, mainly because I just felt like I was myself. I did a lot of work, mainly in photorealism, so it's art and photography, and photorealism is when there's a painting, but it looks like a photograph, and only when you look close that you can tell it's a painting. So it's like a bit of like an illusion, not illusion, but like it tricks the eye. And because I love photography and painting, it was like the perfect thing. So I did a lot of that. And one painting took me 30 hours to to paint. It was in oil paint and absolutely loved oil paint. Went on to develop my projects, going a bit further, exploring different things that I could see. I loved bottles, I loved glasses and the reflections that it created. And then, yeah, I just loved it. Absolutely loved art. I was in that room, in the art room, from as soon as I got to school, which feels so long ago because I can't remember what time school starts anymore. But like, I think it's like, I'll get there for like 8:30, 8 sometimes, try and get in early, wait for the art room to be unlocked, go in, and then just stay in there the whole day and even stay after school. Even my mum used to be like, oh my God, the only homework that I'm seeing you do is art. She's like, do you do any other subjects? I'm like, yeah, I've like done that. It's not like, it's important, but like to me it was like, yeah, that's quite easy to do, I do that, but like art took so long to do, so that's why she only seen me do art. So yeah, that's where it kind of started, especially with my eyesight, and where I fell in love with it. I got my first camera when I was about 12, I want to say, and it was a bridge camera, Fujifilm. And then I started taking photographs of people celebrating celebrations and christenings, birthdays especially, taking photos of my brothers. I absolutely loved that. So then at 15, I got my Canon 750D, which I still have to this day and I absolutely love, and which is what I'm filming on today. It's my favourite camera. I've used different cameras at university and working at a gymnastics camp in America as a photographer. And I just love this one. I know there's much more different ones, better ones, but like I'm just very happy with it, and I've had it for such a long time. Touch wood, I still have it for a long time. So yeah, that's when I got my first camera, and I did lots and lots of photo shoots. And it's weird to think about it now, because it's like I used to have like, I was very scared, but then I would just go and do it because it was just my thing. Go and do it. Like, I wasn't fantastic photographer. I was only like, I'm learning now. Everyone is learning now. Like, I'm not perfect. But back then, when I look at the photographs, I'm like, I was really quite clueless on what I was doing, but I was doing it. The photos looked good. The customers were happy with it, and it was great fun to get me out my comfort zone, especially with people that I didn't know. When it's people that I do know, I feel like there's a lot of pressure adding to that. But when it's like a stranger, it's like, I don't really have to see you again. I know I have to send you photos, the edited, and talk to you a little bit after. And hopefully, like, you're happy with the photos, because like that's it, the event has passed. I can't go back and retake the photos. So yeah, there was kind of like anxiety within that, and I'm sure many of you get if you're a creative, if you're a photographer, you want to make the client happy. So yeah, it was just, it's weird to think about it now, because right now I'd be like so nervous. I'll be freaking out. What if I forget like the camera settings that I need to do? What if I don't put them in this position? And like all these thoughts will come and make me worry. So yeah, that is the basic photography story and like my first camera. And then I got into university. My art teacher, which I absolutely love, she said to me like, are you sure you want to do photography? Do you not want to do like a foundation and like experiment with what kind of medium that you might want to go into? And I said, no, I'm dead set on photography. I want to go to an arts university. There's only a couple in the country, so I want to go to that one. So I had my eyes set on photography, and I was not changing that. But I get where she was coming from, because sometimes now I do think like, oh, it's interesting if I did that, like where my life have went. But like even with photography, there's so many different aspects that I can go into, you know, like there's creating the business, creating the logos, a bit of graphics, a bit of everything, you know. So yeah, and I got into university. I was very happy to get the course that I wanted, and I'm here now in third year. nearly a finalist, so I'm nearly finished. And I'm just interested to see where photography does take me, because I am doing my own little projects on the side and I'm loving the projects that I'm doing for university. Like, don't get me wrong, it was very hard because I was kind of put into a place where I don't know much about photography, and here's everyone that's done it at college and now they're at university, and everyone knew so much more than me. And yeah, basically, I'm interested in where it takes me. And I hope, if you are a creative, that you carry on pushing for your dreams and do the thing that you want to do and just see where it takes you in life. You know, like, of course, there's so much anxiety and like panic in doing photo shoots and making people happy. And it's like, it's a lot of pressure. And it's interesting because a lot of people don't, it's just say it's like clicking a button, but it's like there's so much more to it. There's so much planning and editing and like it's so much involved than people actually realize. So yeah, just push for your dreams. Especially now in the pandemic, it's quite hard to actually know what we will be going for. Especially me who's graduating soon, what kind of job will be available for me. So, you know, there's a lot of anxiety, but you got this, I got this, so it's fine. It will all work out how it's meant to work out. The universe knows best. So thank you for listening, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.